welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would share with you guys my current everyday makeup routine. Keep in mind that this is something that I do more on a everyday basis, so I don't really do too much on the eyes as far as eyeshadow goes. I more so just focus on the face. If you guys like these kinds of videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and get right into it. So I have already prepped and moisturized my skin. I'm just going to quickly clip my hair back so that is out the way. I am going to start off by moisturizing my lips with some Carmex. This is super inexpensive and you can pretty much get it anywhere. To prime my skin, I'm going to start off by using Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. This is a super replenishing primer. It's almost like a moisturizer, but it definitely has the consistency of a primer. I am just going to go ahead and use one pump of this and put it all over my face as well as blending it down to my neck. Alongside that, I am going to be taking Hard Candy's Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist. You totally don't have to do this step. I'm just extra and I just like to do this just for a little bit more hydration to the skin, especially with it being summer. Whew. That stuff's great. Now for foundation, I am going to be using L'Oreal's Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I've really been loving this right now, especially with the summer heat. It definitely does leave my face with a nice semi-matte finish, and it also lasts all day long, and I don't look oily throughout the day either. So I'm just going to go ahead and dot this all over my skin and blend it out with my beauty blender. To conceal and brighten my under eyes, I've really been loving L'Oreal's Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. This is really great, especially if you do have more of a drier under eye like I do. And I do find that these two paired together are just great and they leave you with such a beautiful finish. Not only do I place this underneath my eye, but I will go ahead and bring it down around my nose area just because I do have a little bit of redness there and I want to add a little bit more coverage. And again, I am just going to blend this out with my beauty blender. To set my under eyes as well as the rest of my face, I am going to go in with RCMA's No Color Powder. I really love this powder because there's only 2 ingredients in it. It leaves you with no flashback and it also leaves you with such a flawless finish. So what I like to do is I will just pour some in the cap, and I am just going to set and bake my under eyes first. And then with another brush, I am just going to go ahead and set the rest of my face. I do like to do this more of in a patting motion, just to go ahead and lock everything in. Now that I look like a ghost and my under eyes are still baking, I am going to go ahead and add some color back into my skin. First, I'm going to be using Benefit's Hoola bronzer, and I just like to go ahead and bronze up the perimeters of my face. It's kind of in like a 3 shape. So on my forehead, on the hollows of my cheeks, as well as my jawline. I'm also just going to go ahead and bring some down onto my neck as well. And I'm just going to also use any excess left onto my brush and just kind of brush it over my nose. I don't contour my nose or anything. I just like to add a little bit of color there just to kind of bring some more life back into my skin. And then again, without adding any more product to my brush, I am just going to brush over my nose. Along with the bronzer from Benefit, I am going to go in with Milani's Baked Bronzer in the shade Dulce. Now this is a very sheer bronzer, but what I really love about it is that it kind of has a little bit of some golden iridescence to it, so it really does add a little bit of that glow from within. And I will just go ahead and put this on top of the bronzer from Benefit. I am also just going to go ahead and blend out the under eye bakage that we have here. For blush, I'm going to be using one from Wet n Wild. It is in the shade Mellow Wine. I like to apply this blush on the apples of my cheeks and then just blend it out into my contour. Now this is a super pigmented blush, so you want to be careful when applying this. I will literally just like lightly tap on it and just tap off the excess. Alright, now that our face is pretty much done, all we have left to do is our eyes and our lips. Like I did say, I don't really like to do much on my eyes as far as eyeshadow goes. However, I will just do a little something just to kind of make it look like I tried. I will just go in with a shade from my Lorac Pro palette. The shade that I will be using is the shade Terracotta. As you guys can see, it is a very loved shade in this palette. Now I am just going to take this on a fluffy blending brush and blend this from the outside of my eyes into my crease all the way in. I also went ahead and took that same shade and blended it underneath my lower lash line. This step just kind of connects everything and makes everything look a little bit more put together. Now for mascara, I'm going to be using L'Oreal's Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. And I need to get up close, so give me 1 second. For highlight, I've really been loving one from Becca Cosmetics. This is in the shade Opal. I've really been loving this shade right now. It's more of like a gold champagne color. I am just going to apply this on the highest points of my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, the inner corners of my eyes, and since my shoulders are showing, I'm also going to apply a little bit onto my collarbones. For lips, I'm going to be going in with one from ColourPop. This is in the shade Brink. Really pretty, everyday, pink, mauve-y shade. I really love this for an everyday shade. It lasts all day and it doesn't leave me with that white line that you will typically get when wearing some lipsticks for too long. To finish this look off, I am going to set it with some of Urban Decay's All Nighter Setting Spray. Fabulous. Alright, and this is the finished look. If you guys liked this video and want me to do more of them, or if you guys have a video in mind that you guys might want to see me do next, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. And until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!